Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we untangle the Wall Street maze and figure out if companies are really as good as they sound. Today we're diving into Ocean Power Technologies Inc. And let me tell you, this filing has a little surprise tucked away in the details. So what's the big news from Ocean Power Technologies, or OPT as they're known by their ticker? Well, it seems they're making waves, quite literally, with some business growth in the United Arab Emirates. This report, a Form 8K, is like a company's way of quickly telling the world about important events, and in this case it's all about a press release from August 2025. Let's first get a picture of what the company is all about. It's registered in Delaware, goes by the ticker UPTT, and has been around for a while. With this filing looking at its common stock, they're primarily traded on the NYSE American Exchange, showing they are a publicly traded company. We're not going to get bogged down in street addresses or phone numbers, but it's good to know they have principal executive offices and a zip code of AO8831. What's more interesting is what they're reporting. The company has common stock with a really small par value, just $0.001. Think of par value as a nominal, almost meaningless amount assigned to shares when a company is formed. It doesn't really reflect the market price or the actual value of the stock, but it's a legal requirement. They also have something called Series A preferred stock purchase rights. These are basically like little coupons attached to the company's stock that give the holder a right to buy more stock, usually at a discount. They often kick in if an unwelcome person or company tries to take over the company, acting as a defense mechanism. The key date here is August 26, 2025. This is when the earliest event reported in this document happened. This specific report in 8K is a notification of a significant event that could affect a company's shareholders, basically a heads up about something newsworthy. The main point of this filing is to attach a press release from August 26, 2025 as Exhibit 99.1. So the real meat and potatoes of this report are in that press release, which talks about business growth in the United Arab Emirates. While this report itself is brief, just incorporating the press release by reference, it signals that Ocean Power Technologies has something important to share about its international expansion. Now, while this particular filing doesn't contain detailed financial tables to pore over, it does mention currency, which is the US dollar. This is standard for companies reporting in the US market, even if their growth is happening elsewhere. And we see mentions of shares, which is the basic unit of ownership in a company. More shares mean more owners, and the value of those shares often reflects how well the company is doing or is expected to do in the future. Okay, so the core of this report is a press release about business growth in the UAE. What does that actually mean for Ocean Power Technologies? Without the full press release text here, we can infer they are expanding their operations or sales in that region. This could involve new projects, new partnerships, or increased demand for their products and services. For a company focused on areas like renewable energy or advanced technology, expansion into new markets like the UAE can be a significant growth driver. The UAE, with its focus on sustainability and technological advancement, could be a strategic market for them. Now let's think about what this means. Companies expand internationally for various reasons. It could be to access new customer bases, diversify revenue streams. So they aren't solely reliant on one market, or perhaps to take advantage of favorable economic conditions or government incentives in the new region. For Ocean Power Technologies, this UAE expansion likely aligns with their overall business strategy, aiming to increase their global footprint and revenue. However, international expansion isn't without its challenges. Differences in regulations, market dynamics, cultural nuances, and currency exchange rates can all impact success. The company will need to navigate these complexities carefully to ensure this growth is sustainable and profitable. Looking at the overall context, Ocean Power Technologies operates in a sector that is often subject to technological innovation and evolving market demands. Their success hinges on their ability to develop and deploy cutting-edge solutions that customers are willing to pay for. Expansion into new geographical markets is a common strategy for companies seeking to grow, especially if their domestic market is mature or highly competitive. This filing, though minimal in its own content, is a gateway to understanding more about their recent activities. The fact that they are announcing growth in the UAE suggests they see significant opportunities there. It's a positive signal indicating that their business development efforts are bearing some fruit. Now, if we had the actual press release here, we would be looking for specific details like what kind of projects they're involved in, who their partners are, and what revenues or contracts are expected from this expansion. We'd also be keen to understand the timeline and the expected financial impact. But based on what we have, this is a forward-looking announcement. It's a company signaling growth, which is generally a good thing. It suggests that management is actively pursuing opportunities to expand the business beyond its current scope. What's interesting about this filing is its brevity. It's essentially a placeholder, directing us to more detailed information in the attached press release. This is a common practice when a company has significant news to share, but doesn't need to provide the extensive financial disclosures that, for example, a quarterly report would require. Let's consider the broader implications. Energy technology, particularly renewable energy, is a global focus. Countries like the UAE are investing heavily in diversifying their energy sources and adopting new technologies. If Ocean Power Technologies is indeed growing there, it means they are either a key player in a relevant sector or have found a niche that resonates with the needs of that region. From a Warren Buffett perspective, we'd be looking for a sustainable competitive advantage, a strong management team, and the ability to generate consistent earnings. An international expansion like this could be evidence of a smart strategy to achieve those goals, provided the execution is sound and the market genuinely needs what they offer. We need to see if this UAE growth translates into tangible, profitable business, not just announcements. So to wrap up, this filing is primarily to officially include a positive announcement about expanding into the United Arab Emirates. It's a signal of growth and a step into a new market. While we don't have the specific financial numbers from this document, the implication is that management sees a real opportunity and is acting on it. The success of this venture will, of course, depend on the details outlined in the press release and how the company executes its strategy in a new, potentially complex international environment. For Ocean Power Technologies, this UAE expansion could be a crucial step in its growth story, potentially opening up new revenue streams and diversifying its operations. However, like all international ventures, it will require careful management to overcome any hurdles and capitalize on the opportunities. We'll be watching to see how this plays out. What's your take on this international expansion for Ocean Power Technologies? Do you think it's a smart move? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more insights into company filings. And don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description, where we discuss these topics further. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.